So, if I told you that exactly 6 months from today, your life could either skyrocket so high that people are literally jealous of your growth, or sink so low that you're ashamed to even look at yourself in the mirror, would you believe me? Honestly, probably not, right? Because 6 months really doesn't sound like a long time. But think about it for a second. Your life hasn't been ruined by one massive, terrible decision. It's been slowly eroded by thousands of tiny, everyday excuses. Things like, oh, I'm too tired today, or I'll just start on Monday, or I'm just not in the mood right now. Well, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're walking through a definitive, step-by-step visual blueprint to completely rebuild yourself from scratch over the next 180 days.
I want you to just pause for a second and seriously ask yourself this question. If someone played a recording of your entire day yesterday, literally from the moment you woke up to the minute you fell asleep, would you be inspired by that person? Or, be honest, would you be a little embarrassed? If you change absolutely nothing about your daily routine, where exactly are you going to be 180 days from now? Deep down, you already know the answer. Look, these are your two possible realities. And the real danger here isn't just outright failure, it's that you might have accepted an average life as completely normal. Your body gets just a tiny bit weaker every day. Your brain gets more enslaved to mindless scrolling, and your confidence just kind of slowly drains away. But if you make the decision today that for the next 6 months, you are going to rewrite your own code, I guarantee your reflection will be the same, but your entire identity will be completely unrecognizable. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our 6-part roadmap to overhaul your life. We're going to cover 1, the disappearance, 2, physical foundation, 3, rewiring the brain, 4, financial habits, 5, daily discipline, and 6, identity shift. Let's get right to work. Pillar 1, the 6-month disappearance. It's time to step away from the noise because announcing your goals prematurely actually tricks your brain into releasing unearned dopamine. See, when you get the psychological reward without actually doing the hard work, your hunger instantly dies. I absolutely love the truth in this quote. Real foundational work happens in complete silence. Think about it. The roots of a massive tree grow deep underground where literally no one can see them. There's no audience, there are no motivational posts, no gym selfies. It's just the quiet, unglamorous daily grind. The person who stays quiet, stays off the radar, and just puts in the work is the one who completely shocks everyone 6 months later. All right, so to make this happen, certain things have to go right. Now, when you mindlessly scroll, you aren't just losing 5 minutes, you're actually losing your focus and your mental energy. You're also feeding that toxic habit of comparing your messy behind-the-scenes life to everyone else's perfectly curated highlight reel. Comparison is the absolute ultimate thief of joy. And hey, regarding your social circle, if you have friends who mock you for trying to improve or they're always asking, why are you taking things so seriously? Let's be real, they aren't friends. They are distractions. When you're broke or sick, they're sure as hell not going to pay your bills or do your push-ups for you. You've got to cut the noise. Moving right along to Pillar 2, transform your physical foundation. We have to address the body because a weak body simply cannot support a strong mind for very long. Picture this. You've got 2 roommates, same age, exact same education, same massive dreams. The one on the left hits snooze, eats whatever junk is lying around, and just lounges until noon. The one on the right wakes at 6 a.m., pushes through a brutal workout even when it really hurts, and eats clean food. Now, drop both of these guys into a high-stress, 10-hour work crisis. Who cracks first? It's the one on the left every single time. Why? Because the guy on the right didn't just build muscle. He actually taught his brain that he is not a slave to his fleeting feelings. Mental discipline is birthed directly from physical discipline. But wait, here is the flip side that so many high achievers just completely miss. If you're grinding in the gym for hours, but only sleeping 5 hours a night, you're actually breaking your body down, not building it up. Muscles aren't made while you're lifting the heavy weights, they're made during rest. And the exact same thing applies to your mind. Constantly consuming podcasts, videos, and music without any moments of silence means your brain never gets a chance to recover. Silence and sleep aren't luxuries, they're absolute ultimate productivity tools. Which perfectly tees up Pillar 3, rewire your digital brain. We have to master focus, because right now we're living in an era of maximum information, but incredibly minimum focus. That 90%, yeah, it represents a pretty harsh reality. 90% of people fail simply because they endlessly consume content just to feel smart, without ever applying a single drop of it to their actual lives. It's like a trap.
You watch one self-help video, then a second, then a third. You feel great, your dopamine spikes. But ask yourself right before bed tonight, out of everything I learned today, what did I actually do? And the reason we just endlessly consume and never act is because of this concept right here, the gap of fear. It's that terrifying little space between knowing exactly what to do and actually taking the risk to do it. Your brain inherently hates risk. It desperately wants what's familiar. So when you try to wake up early or start a new skill, a little voice chimes in and says, let's just do it tomorrow, we're tired. Listen, that's not you, that's just your old habits talking. You need to sit in silence, completely screen-free, and build the mental toughness to cross this gap. Action is what the world pays for, not just passive knowledge. Next up is Pillar 4, master your financial habits. People get so terrified to talk about money, but constantly being broke drains the mental bandwidth you desperately need to grow. This breakdown brilliantly illustrates how a transformed mind allocates resources. While an average person gets their paycheck and immediately tries to buy feelings or, a temporary identity, a transformed person buys freedom. They invest heavily in learning new skills, they aggressively save, and they keep their basic needs totally humble. At the end of the day, your bank account is usually just a mirror reflecting your daily habits. Time for a little tough financial love to really anchor into your mind. The modern world, frankly, does not pay for your complaints. It doesn't pay for your degrees, and it definitely doesn't pay for get-rich-quick fantasies. The world pays for specialized value and actual tangible results. Fast money usually leaves just as fast as it arrives. So spend these next 6 months building a deep skill that actually solves problems for other people. Because when you become a person of true, deep value, the money will naturally follow you. Pillar 5, build unshakable daily discipline. We're talking about unshakable habits. This is the absolute glue that holds the whole shebang together. So the crucial point here is the difference between these two. Motivation, it's literally just an emotion. It wakes up and says, do I feel like working out today? Discipline, on the other hand, is an identity. It says, I don't care how I feel, the work is getting done. Think of it this way. When it rains, some people just stop running. Others just put on a raincoat and keep going. The rain is exactly the same for both people. The only difference is the excuse. The secret to success that absolutely nobody wants to hear is that it is fundamentally boring. Doing the same productive things day after day without any immediate reward. Waking up at the same time, eating the same healthy meals, chipping away at the same skill. It's not glamorous at all, but doing these boring things consistently is exactly what makes a human being extraordinary. Discipline isn't some sort of punishment. It's really the ultimate form of respect you can show to your future self. And finally, Pillar 6, create your new identity. Because upgrading your daily habits won't stick if you're trying to install a brand new operating system onto broken hardware. The harsh reality is that the world judges your exterior first. When you walk into a room, within maybe 5 seconds, people have already assessed your posture, your energy, and your cleanliness. And hey, it's not about wearing expensive brands. It's about projecting self-respect. You also absolutely must upgrade your circle. If you're sitting in an echo chamber of negativity and complaints all day, you are going to absorb that energy, period. And finally, upgrade your standards. Become a specialist. The world respects someone who can step up and say, I do this one thing and nobody does it better than me. I really want you to try this exercise tonight before bed. Grab a piece of paper. On one side, write down exactly who I am today. And don't hold back. List all your flaws, your lazy habits, your fears. Then on the other side, write who I want to become. Now here is the profound secret to making this work. Do not wait to feel like that new person. Feelings follow actions, not the other way around. Tomorrow morning, you must act like the person in column 2. When you start taking the actions of a disciplined person, I promise you, the feelings of a disciplined person will catch up. Let's leave you with this stark question to chew on. If absolutely nothing changes, if a year from now your body, your bank account, and your skills are exactly the same as they are right now, will you be proud of the decisions you're making today? It is time to stop living on autopilot. You've got to drop your old ego and completely sever ties with that comfortable, average version of yourself. Your 6-month comeback doesn't start on Monday. It starts right now. So are you ready to rebuild?